Good morning, everybody.
Let's do it again.
How's it hanging today? How y'all feeling today?
Let's do it again.
All right, here we go. So again, good morning, everybody. Grand Rising, Buenos Dias, and every other way that you can really welcome this day. My name is Nicholas Quasi Hurd. You're always welcome to call me Quasi if you like. Today we're here spending about 10 to 15 minutes or so in the state of meditation. And hopefully this is a good, refreshing part of your day, whether it's the start of your day, it's the end of the day, or whether it's the middle of the day. Hopefully this is a good way to complement everything you've already done and bring you in a good space to do the things left for you. Today I'll be meditating with some selenite crystals in my hand. This is good for cleansing energy, which I'm excited to be about today. And to get started, I know a lot of us here do quite a bit of meditation, but I'm just going to read an intro passage to my book, The Conscious Intersection. It's a brand new book I wrote, and it mentions how to meditate. So this might be helpful for anyone that's looking to stay on some kind of course throughout our meditation process. So this is a quick first chapter. The world is busy and full of information. We process a lot of information on a daily basis. Some information is helpful and some information is distracting. Meditations help us focus on what matters in the moment. When meditating with this book, simply notice your thoughts and notice your breathing as you read. Notice what there is to notice and try to notice without judgment. If there is nothing for you to notice, then notice that too. There are many different breathing exercises, but the most important thing is that you allow yourself to keep breathing. If you ever get lost in your mind, use the mantras at the top of each page to keep you focused. In this case, it'll be what we're talking about in person. A mantra is a word or phrase, something like a motto, that you can repeat in your mind to help calm your nervous system. My personal favorite mantra is breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in, and breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out. When meditating with the mantras, it is not important to get the words exactly right. Just feel the vibration of what you're trying to convey. When meditating, set a timer to monitor your progress. Start with 60 seconds and work your way to higher numbers. Do not judge the process, simply trust it. So that's exactly what we'll be trying to implement here, is a chance to connect with ourselves, to see what's going on, to notice the process without judgment. So allow yourself to really be open to what may show up that may have been a little bit dormant. They can come to the surface. We'll begin. You can find yourself in a position that works for you. Maybe close the eyes if that feels comfortable. The vagus nerve, this system that allows us to communicate with our expressions, with our voice, and allows us to show some reciprocity. We can let it relax. You can allow it to relax so that this time is really not only for you, but a chance to rest that face, rest that system of expression. You might imagine that the sole of your feet are also able to settle, so there's this sense of connection from the very top all the way to the very bottom. We'll start from the top and work our way down, and from there, we'll work our way back up to the top again. You might imagine that there's these spinning discs, there's these spirals of energy that live in the body that are moving in the right direction, that are allowing you to center yourself. Trusting the system of your body, let's take a big full breath in and a big full breath out. And starting with the crown of the head where everything is connected, having this certain wisdom, understanding that we are all connected. You might imagine that the crown of your head is like the very top of an antenna, and this antenna is straightening itself out and getting very clear signal. Clear signal, clear dialogue with the entire world, the entire planet, the entire universe on some level. Trusting that this space is open and connective and able to receive, you may say to yourself, I am open and I am connected. 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 As you allow this space to be open, imagine any pressure around the crown of the head was able to dissolve. Allow your hairline, forehead, and eyebrows to settle as well. You might imagine that this area is almost like a screen projecting an image, your mind's eye. That space between the eyebrows can be that projector. And even without seeing everything, maybe there's a internal mental sense of how things are. You might think of this space as a center of intuition. And you can say to yourself, I trust my inner voice. Feeling the flow of your energy and how it affects you, the cycle of breath, and the movement that the breath takes. Sending that energy up to the space between the eyebrows. I trust my inner voice. Feeling the softness of your breath, moving at its own natural pace. I trust my inner voice. Letting the eye muscles relax behind the eyelids. This area getting a chance to relax. One more time to yourself. I trust my inner voice. Allowing everything from the eyes up to be relatively relaxed. You might imagine that there's these, again, spirals of energy around the cheekbones, around the jawline, around the back of the ears, just spiraling and cleaning up any energy that needs refreshing. You can imagine this spiraled energy is moving to the center of the throat. And the throat can relax, maybe even dropping. The vibration of our words must pass through the throat area. And vibration within words is very powerful. So again, you can speak to yourself, feeling the sound of your voice. I am courageous in speaking my truth. 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 This can be a tough one for us in life. So if you need to feel the urge or need the sensation of connecting with that area in the throat, you could lightly tap the center of the throat as you breathe. So this place can relax. I'm compassionate and courageous in speaking my truth. Because we do want a little compassion when we're speaking the difficult truths. But we want to also be courageous in making sure that those truths get spoken. Good job, everyone. You can let everything from the neck up relax. Giving it its own time. And giving it its own space. Following the flow of your breath, the energy around it. Continuing this journey through the body and through the energy. You might imagine there is a spiraling of energy all around the chest, underneath the armpits, cleaning up space there, in the back of the shoulders, creating lift for the heart, the sternum area, the center of the chest, even the very middle section of the rib cage, just this sense of spiraled energy, allowing a little bit of elevation. So much of our breath covers this area, feeling the broadness of the breath, expansive. You may say to yourself, I have a love for life. Let's try this one. Life loves me back. I have a love for life. Life loves me back. I have a love for life. Life loves me back. I have a love for life. Life loves me back. Yeah. We're just taking some time. That's all. And everything from the chest up, just allow it to be a little bit more relaxed. You might even imagine, just like the sun pulls water up from the earth, that everything from the chest up is being drawn up to the heavens. As we're taking this journey through body and energetic body. Around the belly, around the abdomen, even to the waistline. Just imagine there's these pockets of spiraling energy, spinning all in the correct direction for your energy. Allowing them to spin in this beautiful design. You might say this to yourself, even intending it for the rest of your day. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. And for those of us that may be struggling with this notion, we can also add this. I'm in the process of feeling better. My intention is to feel good. I'm allowing more and more ways for goodness in my life. Feeling good is available to me. And there may be some of us who are ready to take off and run with it. So in that case, you can say to yourself, I feel great. I understand the intention behind my greatness. I am grateful to be feeling so great. I will let my dominant intention to be in a place of feeling great. Let's take a breath together. You can push out the breath, get really, really empty. And allow yourself a big full breath in. Big breath out. Imagine that energy is able to travel down through the hips, down through the knees, down through the heels, down to the soles of your feet. Just like we said above, we'll say below. On this part of the body that's touching the ground, this ground that's touching the earth itself having its own spinning disk of energy. As we're pulling energy up from the earth, we can again say to ourselves, I am connected. I am grounded and connected. I am connected. I'm grounded and connected. And giving yourself the patience to let things land. Trusting that the grounding process can be continuous and ongoing, so long as you feel even a part of yourself touching the ground. Maybe there's a connection that can be built on. You're doing so well taking this time for yourself, building that muscle of actively taking time for yourself, extending this meditation, trusting that you can sit here, you can be with yourself as we work our way back up the body. Really being patient, allowing a lot of it to just come to you, allowing this part of your day to come to you. The sole of the feet have this spinning energy. You can imagine it's moving upwards to the calves, to the knees, creating a sense of lift and elevation in this body of yours. You can imagine it spinning towards the hips, to the pelvis, up to the navel. It's allowing energy to be pulled up from the earth, drawing up towards the sun. You might imagine this energy from the navel to the chest is able to get wide, to wrap around the body, remembering that the breath itself is 360 degrees, so that when you breathe in, it can wrap around you like a hug, and when you breathe out, that hug can close in and give you a good squeeze. No two breaths are quite exactly alike, allowing for a sense of pliability, flexibility within the movement of your breath. Allow it to move around the throat and the jaw, around the face, around the eyes, around the third eye. And you can remember everything that you allowed yourself to be. Amongst all these things that you allowed yourself to be, there may be a few that you hold on even dearly today. From being grounded and connected, to I feel good, to I love life, to I am courageous in speaking my truth, to I trust my inner voice, to I am open and connected. You are all these things and many more. As we take these final moments of our meditation, I'd like to read you one more passage. And as you're here, you can just allow this to also be a part of your meditation, feeling for your breath. And the energy that surrounds it. Chapter 12. Account for what is known. When I feel what I have enough. When I use what I have enough. To account for what is known puts you in a state of grounded awareness. When your consciousness gets stuck in your head, remember that you are on the ground. Your feet, your chair, some part of you is connected to the surface of the earth. Remember that you are on the ground and the tension can go away. Maybe the sun is shining. Account for that. If you cannot see the sun, know that it is shining somewhere. The moon is in connection with the earth. You yourself are a piece to a larger puzzle. Your presence makes some impact on the world in some way. This is your planet too. And you are allowed to be here. Do your dance and march to the beat of your drum. You have the right to contribute how you see fit. When you account for what is known, start with an emphasis on what feels good. good as in feeling whole, supported, and energized in your life. You know the sun is shining even when it is hidden on a cloudy day. You know that you have breath in your body and you have a beating heart. You know that if you have nothing else, you have the present moment. In the present moment, even as we speak this, you are alive and can find gratitude in that. You might not know exactly what the future holds, but you've survived 100% of every bad day that you have had. Every obstacle, even something like getting out of bed, may have felt extremely difficult, and yet here you are, still striving in some way. When I feel what I have enough. When I use what I have enough. I want to thank everybody for taking time today, for being up on this morning or wherever you may be tuning in, and just taking some moments for yourself. There's a lot going on worldwide, nationwide. I'm sending my love to all those that are dealing with the different tragedies happening in this country, recognizing, Ann, what you're sharing here about the losses in Nashville. Our hearts go out to the families there, uh, the city of Nashville, and again everyone else, and all the different things that just happen so often, way too common in this world we live in. I'm glad that there's a sense of hope that we're still building here in our time here together. There's a resiliency, I think, in the ways that we show up in this way. And though it's not the end all be all, it's, I think it's very important and very courageous that we're still taking the time to acknowledge it in this way. So again, I want to thank everybody for being here, for showing up for yourself, for making this an awesome community to be a part of. Thank you for any way that you're able to support the work that goes on here, from checking out the meditations to visiting the other avenues in which we the meditators have access to information, to the different donations, and also the kind words that you've been able to share. It's always appreciated. Thank you so much. I'm going to hang around a little bit after, just in case anybody has any questions or wants to chop it up. Again, my name is Quasi. Thank you for taking this time. Namaste.
Let's do it again. Let's